Good morning, students. Political Science, Chapter 6, Judiciary. Today, topic 11 is about Judiciary and Parliament. The court has been active in seeking to prevent subversion of the constitution through political practice. Legislature and executive, whenever make the attempt to change the constitution, to misuse the constitution, in that situation, court has been very active to prevent all these procedures through the political practices. For example, the powers of the president and the governor, now they are also under the purview of the courts. There are many instances in which the Supreme Court actively involved itself by giving the directions to executive agencies. The first instance, it gave direction to CBI to initiate investigations against politicians and bureaucrats in the like example of हवाला केस. हवाला केस में सीबीआई को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने खुद डायरेक्शन दी थी कि वो इन्वेस्टिगेट करे पॉलिटिशियंस के खिलाफ, ब्यूरोक्रेट्स के खिलाफ, कि हवाला केस में किसने करप्शन में जिम्मेदार है, हु इज इन्वॉल्व इन द करप्शन केसेस. एंड इवन इन द नरसिम्हा राव केस एंड इलीगल अलॉटमेंट ऑफ पेट्रोलियम केस, ऐसे 3 केसेस के एग्जांपल्स हैं. इन दीज केसेस सुप्रीम कोर्ट गिव द डायरेक्शन टू सीबीआई टू इन्वेस्टिगेट the separation of powers and check and balances. अगर आप देखें in our country, in federal system, different organs are there like legislature, executive and judiciary. Different organs have separate powers. Their jurisdictions are different to each other and they keep check on each other. So check and balance system is followed. Each organ of the government has a clear area of the functioning. All have their jurisdictions, their area of function clearly specified in the Indian Constitution. Already we knew that there are 3 organs of government. First is legislature. Legislature is supreme in law making. It is the highest forum to make the law in the country. Legislature is having the power to make the law, new law, to cancel any existing old law, to amend any law. And the legislature is also supreme in amending the constitution. And executive is supreme in implementing the law which are made by the legislature. Executive is assigned to the duty to implement all the law and policies made by the parliament or the legislature. Judiciary is supreme in settling disputes between individuals and government, between central government and state government, and among the different state governments. Judiciary is also supreme in the judicial review. Judiciary can review any law which is made by the legislature, which is implemented by the executive. Judiciary has the power to review such any law and policies. Judiciary review that is it constitutional or is it unconstitutional. So legislature makes the law, executive implement all these laws, judiciary settle down the disputes or check it, examine that law is either constitutional or unconstitutional. So each organs have the separate jurisdictions and they all has a clear area of functioning. And we expect that they do not enter in the area of functioning of other organs. Next, the conflict and the controversy between the parliament and the judiciary on the different aspects, on different issues. One of them, first issue is, what is the scope of right to property? Parliament's power to amend the constitution. क्या पार्लियामेंट पर से पावर है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अमेंड करने की? कैन पार्लियामेंट अमेंड द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? What is the scope of parliament power to curtail, abridge or abrogate the fundamental rights? Can the fundamental parliament make law that abridge fundamental rights while enforcing the directive principles? ऐसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं, ऐसे कुछ इश्यूज हैं, ऐसे मैटर्स हैं जिनके ऊपर लगातार कंट्रोवर्सी रहे, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रहे बिटवीन द पार्लियामेंट एंड द जुडिशरी. टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ द राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी. The right to property was earlier part of the fundamental rights. The parliament wanted to put some restrictions on the right to hold property so that land reforms could be implemented. The court held that parliament cannot thus restrict fundamental rights. Then parliament tried to amend the constitution, but court said that even through an amendment, fundamental rights cannot be abridged. राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी अर्लियर ये फंडामेंटल का पार्ट था. लैंड रिफॉर्म्स लाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने इसको अमेंड करना चाहा, बट सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रोक दिया और कहा कि गवर्नमेंट को भी अधिकार नहीं है कि वो फंडामेंटल राइट्स में कुछ अमेंडमेंट कर सके. लेजिस्लेचर और पार्लियामेंट हैव नो राइट टू अमेंड और एब्रिज और चेंज एनी फंडामेंटल राइट्स. लेटर there was so much conflict and controversy between the parliament and the judiciary during the mainly 1967 and 1973. Controversy became very serious. You can say that apart from land reforms, laws enforcing preventive detentions, law governing reservation in jobs, regulation acquiring private property for public purposes, and law deciding the compensation for such acquisition of private property were some instances of the conflict between the legislature and judiciary. Finally, in 1973, in the Keshwanand Bharti case, this case is a milestone in the reform and the relations between judiciary and legislature in India. According to Keshwanand Bharti case, in this case the court ruled that there is a basic structure of the constitution and that nobody, not even the parliament, can violate the basic structure of our constitution. The court did two more things. First, it said that right to property was not part of basic structure and therefore could be suitably abridged. उन्होंने कहा गवर्नमेंट अब तक गवर्नमेंट को रोकती आ रही थी राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी को एब्रिज करने से. उन्होंने कहा 1973 में गवर्नमेंट ने डायरेक्शंस दी, डिसाइड ये ऑर्डर दिया कि जो राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी है ये बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का पार्ट नहीं है और गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो उसे एब्रिज कर सकती है, चेंज कर सकती है, इसमें अमेंडमेंट कर सकती है. एंड सेकंड, the court reserved to itself the right to decide whether various matters are part of basic structure of the constitution. कि क्या कोई ये डिसाइड कौन करेगा ये पार्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का पार्ट है या नहीं है. दिस पावर इज गिवन टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट और द जुडिशियरी. दिस केस इज परहैप्स द बेस्ट एग्जांपल हाउ जुडिशियरी यूजेस पावर टू इंटरप्रेट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. एंड फाइनली in 1979 right to property was taken away from the list of fundamental rights. This helped in changing the nature of relationship between these two organs of government. और जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चले आ रहे थे between the judiciary एंड लेजिस्लेचर, वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट धीरे धीरे कम हो गए. So these issues indicate how delicate the balance between any two organs of the government is, and how important it is for each organ of government in a democracy to respect the authority of others. ये सभी organs के लिए जरूरी है कि all organs must respect the authority and jurisdiction of other organs. That's all for today, students.